Hi stylist, Lisa Enos here with another updo video. This is the one we're going to do today. I call it the Princess. It's pretty easy, guys. I'm just going to show you my sectioning real quick. I just did a half moon sectioning off the French, just a little over to the side. Okay, and then all I did was made this big ponytail right at the crown, and I left a little space so that I could topsy tail this through. And I know you guys think I'm the topsy tail queen already, but there's so much you can do with topsy tails. But the reason I like to do it like that is it just gives me an automatic bend, flips toward the back, and so it makes already a really nice fan bun. Okay, but now, oh, and I wanted to give you another tip on how you just smooth out these any flyaways or any bumps or anything that you have in your ponytail. I like to use these chopsticks, and or you can use your rat tail comb, but you just want to make sure that you slide it all the way through. You start at the front and just slide it all the way through, but you have to make sure you go all the way through or you're going to cause a mess. But just slide it, just go all the way through your ponytail sectioning, and then just slide it. That helps smooth out any bumps, any weird kind of thing you got going on. It'll just make that really nice and smoother for your style. You just want to go all the way up through there, just like that. Okay, so now this is what you want to do. You definitely, I don't like to do a lot of back combing in my styling, but this is right in the middle of this fan bun. You really need to, because it has a tendency to split. So I'm just gonna go, I like to use a big wide tooth comb because I don't like to put a whole lot of back combing, but I do need some in there. So I'm just gonna do this really quick. So I just wanna incorporate just really through the middle a lot, just to bring that together so it doesn't split. You don't need a whole lot, just enough to keep it together. Okay, now I'm just going to fan this over, and then I'm just going to start to smooth this out. You just want to be really light when you start doing this, because you don't want to go and just take out the back combing you just put in, but you just want to go through and just start to smooth out this top. And this is when you want to really check your balance through here too. Just start to really smooth that out. I'm going with just a little bit of a smaller comb, and I'm just lightly just smoothing this out, checking my balance. Just smoothing that out. Okay, now this is I like to take these big hair bands or hairpins, and I'm just going to just pull this to the side, just shape it a little, but I just want it to hold there temporarily for me. So I'm just going to put that, it's not going to stay there, it's just going to be temporary, just to start to build my shape in here. Okay, so I'm just going to round this out a little bit, and then I'm just going to put that in temporarily, okay? So then what I like to do is you want to start to really get this as smooth as possible on this top shaft there that folds over on there, and you're just lightly going through here, just like this. Now obviously I'm doing this really fast for you, I would take more time, but then I like to take the ends and I just start to like to build a twist, like you're doing almost like a French twist in here, okay? Okay, so then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to pin on this seam. So I'm not even going to open my pin. I'm just going to go right through here to the middle of my seam and then go straight up and just pin it just like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to go and just lock it, intertwine it like this, just lock in the pins. Find another one. And you don't need to open your pin, guys. You just need to lock it in there. Okay, and then with this tail, I'm just going to get a pin, open it up, and I'm just going to put it right on the end right here, just like this. Okay, but then I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it over like this, and I'm going to just put it right into my seam too, right there. And I'm just going to do another one, just to kind of lock it in place. And then I'm just going to check the balance through here, like that. Check my balance in here. And this is when you can start just pulling a little bit. You gotta just have a light touch. Just make sure you got enough balance in your fan in there. Just gonna smooth that out a little. And then when you just got it to where you like it, I like to pin the sides, start to pinning it really down. I like these smaller hairpins, and what do is I just go underneath. I just pick up this edge, go slide this right underneath, and it's like I'm like sewing. I'm weaving in and out, sewing, and then sliding it and pinning it right to the base. So I'm going onto the side, I'm going up underneath, and then I'm just kind of weaving, sewing it, and then pinning it right to the base. And then you just want to go through and do that all through the edge of this bun, just so that it's secured. Okay, I'm just going under this edge here, going up under, just weaving in and out, and then sliding it right to the base, right in there. Okay, and then what I like to do with this front is I like to create this S pattern in the front. So what I do is I'll come up a little bit at an angle, and then I will place my finger here, and then just start to form this S shape. And then I'm going to just bring this around into my bun. And then if it's where I like it, then I'll just start to pin it down the same way that I did the edges of this bun. All I do is I pick it up underneath, and then I just start to sew, just weave in and out, in and out, in and out. And then I slide it and pin it to the base. Especially these where it bends. You definitely want to anchor it where the bends are in the shape. So then I'm going to come into here, and I'm just going to pick that up, slide, kind of weave, weave, weave in and out. And then I'm going to anchor it to my base. There. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in, and I'm just going to do that everywhere where I think you just want to go up underneath, guys, up underneath here. Just kind of weave like you're sewing, and then anchor it to the base. And that way, with your hairspray, you get a really secure style. Okay, now you see I've got some of these flyaways going on, and I did this really fast. So, but what you want to do is when you got flyaways, that's another thing that I like to use my chopstick for, is I like to just go in, spray, and then just use my chopstick just to make everything, just slide it up into my style, make it as smooth as I can, and just use my chopstick. I don't like to use my fingers for that, because then your fingers get all sticky, and then stick to the hair and you start pulling your style out. So I'm just gonna go back through, I'm just gonna use my chopstick. I'm just gonna come up and just slide and just use all these flyaways. Use your chopstick just to tuck away all these flyaways. And then you've just got this Princess Updo, which looks really great. You can put a little tiara here. You can end up putting a veil right through here if you wanted. I even make my own kind of hair jewelry. I just put a pearl beaded on this hairpin. So I make a lot of different pins with different stones and beads and everything. And if I wanted to really make this a little bit fancier, I would just start pinning in some jewelry or my own ones that I made right in there to do that. Okay, now that was really fast, but I would take my time to do this, but it's really simple. You just practice, guys. That's all I can say. And another thing that you can do with this top here, you could actually make a braid and do a fun braid going this way too. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.